My husband and I started the practice together. I bought what I thought was an EMR1 system that worked together. They were so disjointed. I had a really tough time understanding how to make them work together. 6 months after we opened, my husband heard about Prompt from a former colleague who said, this is where it's all at. Our biggest regret is not having switched to Prompt sooner than we did, and it truly is. What I love the most, and what I think we love the most as a team, is the ability to communicate between the two. I was living on pen and paper with separate files in this other software, whereas now I can just tag them and say, hey, I noticed there's only 2 units built. Is that correct? Let me know. Now there's an electronic note being created, and they can come back and say, oh, sorry, that was an error, and fix it. And that equates to income, right? Revenue. The ability to communicate within the software has been absolutely amazing. I'm not having to toggle between essentially 2 very separate systems. I think most people that start a new practice are physical therapists themselves, and their expertise is in physical therapy, not in billing and running a practice. And I think that the software is so robust and user-friendly. It's almost like running a PT practice for dummies, that even a beginner can learn to use it and become an expert. Prompt is more expensive, but the value is there. I can give innumerable examples of why it is worth the investment. One of my biggest challenges was working with anybody that was a work comp case or an athlete. And so there were all these limitations in terms of file sizes and things that I was able to submit through our prior software. I'm experiencing none of that in Prompt. So the ease of billing for workman's comp, the ease of keeping all of those documents in one case under one patient file, the documents separated by case, I can go back, I can see electronically what I've submitted, the date I submitted it, what was it accepted, was the fax successful. None of that was available in our prior software. I had no capabilities. And my problem was that I kept thinking it was me because I had no experience. I needed to become better at this. It wasn't me, it was the software.